man right here does all kinds of stuff to help people, and that's what this whole organization is about, and that's honor God, help people. That's what we do at our church. And with that in mind, when I first heard about the Riverbend Family Ministries from Nick, I thought to myself, you know, this is a cool operation. I wish I would have had this when I was homeless. In my time on this earth, I've been homeless 3 times, and that is a brutal, brutal knockdown. I was there homeless by myself when I was a youngster, and that was okay because you're living with people, you know, different times, and that was the hippie lifestyle, so it went. But then when I became homeless with my family, with my little kids, with my kids in the second time, and they were a little bit bigger, it's kind of like, man, the embarrassment is something because, and I ain't saying this pridefully or nothing, but I'm the smash, man, and I'm homeless. I can't meet any of my bills. Well, you got a choice, and the choice is what you're going to do. But sometimes the choice also brings itself from another operative. And in that in mind, I got choiced out of a gig. And with that, things started going bad. But you know what I came to find out is that the Lord puts this kind of stuff on you so that you can get strengthened for the next thing the Lord has for you. And so, thank you, Lord. I'm back on the radio and just loving being at WBGZ, My Mix 94.3, and loving being associated with the Riverbend Family Ministries. Now, when we do these kind of things, you know, in the old days, it was kind of like Jerry Lewis and, hey, lady, give me a little bit of any kind of donation you can. Dean Martin would show up. They'd be happy. All this. So you're Dean Martin tonight,
oh,
man.
Okay,
all
very
right?
nice.
So I'm Jerry Lewis, and hey, I'm going to start you out by saying, you know, we couldn't get any of this done if it wasn't for sponsors. People don't understand sponsors give you a platform from which to go ahead and bounce off of, to go to the community and say, hey, listen, we got this, but boy, if we could have your help, it's going to be even stronger what we're going to be able to do for folks who need the kind of do that we do. So I want to say, starting out, saluting to the major sponsors. That's LPG Consulting. And they got a nice little video they're playing right there on it. Beautiful. Then we got Bickle Electric. We appreciate those guys being with us. Electrifying. Am I all right there, Tan? Don't worry about me, baby. I mean, don't worry about me, Tanny. Okay. And then Bruno Construction. Now, these guys build all kinds of stuff, and I tell you what, with a name like Bruno, you know it's going to be right because Bruno signifies a strength that indeed so many people do not have, but when you go Bruno, you're going strong, and we appreciate the strength that they have given us here as major sponsors, Bruno Construction, with appreciation. Say it again. 50 years of rock and roll, baby. I can't hear that hard.
Videos are on now?
Oh, they are? Okay.
Hi, my name is Rada Escaris. I'm the president of Laboratory Growth and Productivity, a small manufacturing facility here in Wood River. And I wanted to talk a little bit about RFM, especially in our current times. Sometimes we think to ourselves, you know, I wish the Democrats and the Republicans, in no particular order, would get along and work together. And here we look at different not-for-profits and think the same thing. Why can't they come together and work together? Many collaborate, but RFM is the only facility that actually houses 5 different not-for-profits to work together to help families in crisis. So instead of sending them here and then there and then there, everything is under one roof. That is why we ask you to support them in every way possible. We love you, God bless you, and have a great day.
Bickle Electric Contracting Company is the family-owned contractor for the Riverbend area's residential or commercial electrical work. Bickle Electric warranties all of our work. We are licensed and fully insured and hold the highest respect for our customers and their properties. Bickle Electric is a registered program ally for the Ameren, Illinois Energy Efficiency Program. Contact us for your free assessment. Bickle Electric Contracting Company, 259-4499 or bickleelectric.com. Banquet.com.
Bickle Electric and Bruno Construction, we appreciate you so very much. Those are our major sponsors. We got Oak sponsors who have different levels of sponsorship. The Oak sponsors, we appreciate Alliance Technologies, Busey Bank, Computer Specialists, First Mid-Bank, SHC Foundation, the Wealth Care Group, and WBGZ Radio serving the Riverbend. We have Maple sponsors, we appreciate it. We got Acorn sponsors, we appreciate it. We just thank you for giving a platform from which to build off of. And now we can talk to the folks who are watching and see what we can do as far as enhancing what we've already got. So that's what that is. I'm going to go right to the RFM, Riverbend Family Ministry, their place here that is vital to the Riverbend. I remember when I was homeless and I was embarrassed to go and try to find food for my family. We're living out of the car, we're living in some friend's house, and I wound up going to the Salvation Army in Phoenix, Arizona, and that was embarrassing. And one of the great things about RFM is you don't have to worry about the embarrassment. You come on in there, these are folks who understand what your situation is, and in that understanding, what they do is give you the opportunity to change things with the donation that they might give you as far as getting your life set back, with the food they might give you, with the opportunity that comes your way because you said, you know what, I'm gonna have the courage to come to these folks and see, can I get that help? Well, yes, you can at Riverbend Family Ministries, and it's about the family. I was homeless with my little kids, and that was like way embarrassing because I come from the Mediterranean background. That's where the man is the provider. When you can't provide, all of a sudden, what kind of dad are you? What kind of husband are you? What kind of man are you? And I tell you what, I was blessed that I could get out of that because of the fact that the Lord only lets you handle as much as you can handle. And when you know that and understand that, go on and handle it, no problem whatsoever, because what comes out on the other side is you in a strengthening like you ain't never believed before, and that strengthening will lift you up. It's like getting on the ladder and going step by step by step back to the up spot again. So, you know, it's just a little angle on me, but that's what Riverbend Family Ministries is all about. And you've been here, I don't know, 2 years, did you say, as the president of the operation? So that's Nick Darr, man. You've seen this stuff right there. I know what you guys do. I'm proud to be associated with it, but, you know, to see a family come in, see a man come in, a woman come in, and they're on the downtrodden side, and you can help lift them up even for just that moment that allows them to take that step to better themselves, man. Applause, applause, applause to Riverbend Family Ministries, Nick Darr.
Yeah, it's really a vital organization in our community, Smash, and I think we're going to go to another video right now.
Let's go.
So let's do that.
Hello, my name is Leo Stone, and I came to know about Riverbend Family Ministries through a awesome friend of mine, Sergeant Brady Green. I have worked in the medical field for quite a few years, and just recently in April had to go on disability due to chronic neuropathy in my feet, and unable to walk very far. And last November, Brady was talking to me and said he was going to refer me to a great organization. Last Christmas, they supplied a wonderful Christmas for my family and myself and my wife. And they are an awesome organization, and they reach out and they help everybody and anyone that they can in the area that needs their help.
Hi, I'm Randy Reddick, Building and Zoning Administrator for the Village of Bethalto. Part of our job in building and zoning is to ensure the health, safety, and sanitary conditions of the homes our residents live in. Unfortunately, at times our residents need some help finding such accommodations. I'd like to share with you my first experience with Riverbend Ministry. We had an apartment building that we needed to somehow find new homes for each of the residents. We reached out to multiple government and private organizations with no success. Our village prosecutor suggested we try Riverbend Ministry. We reached out to Riverbend Ministry and Angie Betts responded. She immediately said Riverbend could help. Most of the residents had little or no income. One was a mother with a small child, another was a lady with disabilities, and the most challenging was a gentleman with multiple life-threatening conditions, including cancer. Several found new homes of their own, but the most challenging had nowhere to go. Angie set a time to meet with each one. She learned what their situations were and what she could do to help. Riverbend then went to work. Angie was able to get the gentleman with cancer into a facility he could live. They assessed him and began treatments to treat his cancer. I did not believe this gentleman would be alive today if Riverbend not stepped in to help.
My name is Linda Sue Hazlip. I'm 55 years old. Riverbend Ministries has helped me a lot. I was homeless for a long time, and now I have friends, and they're like my family.
The first thing I thought was there was just no way we could leave her or ask her to move on like we do commonly when we find somebody who's homeless. She wasn't able to take care of herself and couldn't move around very easily. Generally, when we meet a homeless person, we meet them several times before they're able to get some help. So it's nice to know she's getting taken care of. She wasn't able to get around in places that have stairs, and I believe everything was full that day, also all the shelters. So it was nice to have somebody to help take care of her.
If you know anybody that's homeless, please call them.
I love the Riverbend Family Ministries, good organization, great values, and they are some awesome people that help us in the community. Thank you again, Riverbend Family Ministries, for everything you've done for the Stone family.
Smash with you here. We appreciate you watching, appreciate you listening, and we'll definitely be appreciating you to a heavier regard coming just a little bit when we throw down the ask. I personally am relatively happy right now, and that's because I lost some weight, believe it or not, and I haven't crossed my legs in 15 years. And I am joyous at this particular moment that I was talking a little bit earlier about how you're one choice away from a different kind of future, one choice away from making that difference. I tell you what, it's one thing when it's your choice and you can live to it and say, you know, okay, that's what I chose to do. This is what I wound up to do. Now I've got to augment and proceed in a different way to bring up the positive that needs to be brought. But when that choice happens to be made from a different angle, you lost your job, let's say, because of downsizing. Somebody didn't have the opportunity to enhance your situation at work, so you have to be de-enhanced and you're out the door. So there's a lot of things as far as the choice is concerned. But what you need to understand is that when you make that choice, when that choice is made for you, you have the Lord that's got you covered, and you got an operation like this one right here, which is Riverbend Family Ministries, that you can go to and say, you know what? This ain't working out for me. What can you do to help me out? And that's what they do. They help you out, not only on the side of making sure you got enough food for your family, but also on the side of building you up as in regard to what you do and what you are to become, what the Lord has ready for you. You got to know how that happens, and you can do that by watching this next video. If you would, Nick, would you introduce it?
Yeah, and I just wanted to add on to that a little bit, that, you know, it's not, it is about food and shelter and all those things, but
Yeah.
it's also about a holistic approach to helping somebody get out of the hole that they're in right
Yeah,
now.
right on.
And equip them to go out and get back on their feet, get back into the world, get back to being
Yeah,
a productive
that's right.
member of society. And you talked about it, you know, it can be one choice that leads you down that path. I've gotten the opportunity to know Ty Beckel very well over the last few years, and he works with Amari, works with people that suffer from addiction, and no one sets out to be an addict, and it's easy for us to just kind of, you know, let's just keep those people over there. They made bad choices. I didn't make those choices, and it's really easy to judge those people. But I mean, if people hadn't supported Ty and helped him, you think about all the great work he's doing in the community right now. If we'd have just discarded him, there'd be a lot more people that are struggling with addiction right now without somebody like Ty to help them. So that's kind of what this next video centers on is addiction. So let's go to that next video and let it roll.
Riverbend Family Ministries means so much to me. As long as I can remember, they've helped me and my family all my life. They're such caring people that do nothing but help people, and all in the name of Jesus Christ. They help me at my worst. They help me get to the point where I'm at right now, and they will always be my family, and they will always be in my heart. Not only that, but through Jesus Christ and Golden Teen Challenge, I got sobriety. I got a clear mind. I am a much better man than I am long ago. I am now over a year and a half clean because of them. Not only that, I actually get this great chance to work for the ministry and help people as they have helped me. And I also like to thank Riverbend Family Ministries, because if it was not for them, I would never have found this great program where I would have such a better life than I was before. Growing up, I grew up in a poor household. I've seen a lot of things that a kid my age should never have seen, and you know, I lived a pretty hard life, and that hard life had led me to bad decisions like drug addiction, stealing problem, or even it led me so far down the road where I was even homeless, and I hurt my loved ones and lost the trust of my loved ones, my friends, family, all of them. And you know, ever since coming to Teen Challenge, I got to build all the relationships back. I got brothers there that love me unconditionally. I want to trust my family back. Like I said before, I'm clean, and I get to actually help people the way I was helped, and it is such a great feeling. It's such a great feeling to help others, but not only that, but do it in the name of Jesus Christ, because all the glory goes to God and not me. And I just wish to continue down this road with this ministry and continue to build others up with encouraging words and just help them down the right path and, you know, get there.
You know, when you're homeless, there comes a time when you got to look for some sort of housing. Comes a time when you got to put a roof over your head, your family's head. Man, I tell you, sometimes that's tough. So I remember in my first of the 3 times, I would stay at different people's houses, whoever would take me in. And sometimes those places were rat holes, just to go ahead and say it for real. Man, I tell you what, to be able to have had in that day, because that was 1974, to have had in that day something like Riverbend Family Ministries that I could go to and say, you know what, I need a place to stay. I'm willing to work to go ahead and cover that place. Do you have a place that maybe I can go ahead and stay for a little bit until I, quote unquote, get back on my feet. Well, Riverbend Family Ministries can help you to that. And Nick, as far as I understand, to be able to help somebody like that and uplift them, because you never know how that person can put forth the same kind of uplifting when they're on better ground for somebody else, man. So it works exponentially, and people can help people in that fashion.
It really is a vital service to the community that we're providing. And by the way, I just wanted to say that we're still accepting donations, and the number's running across the bottom right now. So please text in your donation. Also, if you're at home watching the video, feel free to share it. The more people we can get to watch, the better. And I really couldn't have said any better myself than what you just said, Smash. So with that, let's go to our next video.
My name is Shella Mia, but all my friends call me Mia. Last name is Man. A friend of mine, was giving me a list of things and agencies to call. My last and final try was Riverbend Family Ministries, and I called, and they said, we'll help you. I just started bawling, because without Riverbend Family Ministries, I wouldn't have had the money to do it with, So, they helped me in more ways than one. Not only did they help me with things for my home, the way they helped me, they were attentive, they were caring. They were kind, and they didn't turn me away. Everybody turned me away, but they didn't. And it has really made me look at people different. Sorry.
Hi, my name is Mark Foster, and I am here to tell people about Riverbend Family Ministries. Not too long ago, I found myself struggling with life, and I ended up on the streets of Alton, Illinois, and a very close friend of mine suggested that I go see the people over at Riverbend Family Ministries. So finally, after a lot of thought and a lot of doubt, I ended up going to the Wood River office, and I sat down with some very lovely people there, and we made a game plan, a battle plan, if you will. And what I thought was going to be a fruitless, pointless meeting turned into be something much, much more.
My story is, I've always been a single mom. I lost my mom in April, and shortly after I lost my mom, I become homeless. I'm sleeping in my truck. I'm sleeping at my friends. Thank you. Wherever I could lay my head, from couch to couch, I bounced around. Caught COVID. I'm a COVID survivor. I caught COVID in July, the end of July, and I overcame it. God was amazing with helping me recover from it, because it didn't hit me hard. Going through all of that, I still had a job, and I went to work every day like nothing happened. I'd cry in the bathroom sometimes. I'd go out to my car and I'd cry in my car and fix my face and get my stuff together, fix my hair, and I'd go back in like nothing ever happened. There's times when I'd have to leave because it was so overwhelming. Like, I'd ask God, where's my help? The word says he'll be your help in the present need. And I was looking for that because I stand on his promises, and he promised me that he would supply all of my needs according to his riches and glory. So I live by, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I live by it. But I came across Riverbend Family Ministries, and they are now my family.
They basically saved my life. There were a lot of things going on at the time that I was having a hard time dealing with, including a lot of impressions and, threats from people on the street due to some of the folks that I had encountered over the months that I was homeless. And to make a long story short, they scooped me up and got me situated into a place that was temporary as I looked for my own personal housing. And from that day on, I basically took it upon myself to make sure that everything I did going forward, I would put my best foot forward and keep a positive attitude. The counseling, the discussions that I've had, and the encouragement that they've provided is just unfathomable. The staff at RFM are a unique bunch of people, mostly because of their life experience. And I can tell you right now, if it wasn't for them, I could still be homeless. I could still be struggling to find a way. I wouldn't be moving into my new apartment soon. And I definitely would not have been in a place that was safer than what I was living in a tent in the middle of the wilderness. So, as far as how they've impacted me, they've changed my life forever. I'm 45 years old, and I can't tell you in all my years that I've ever had anyone stick their necks out for me in any way, shape, or form better than the folks over at Riverbend. And for that, I am eternally grateful.
And Riverbend Family Ministries have been there for me and my kids. And I appreciate them for being who they are because, you know, they're a pillar of the community. So when the community needs help, they come to Riverbend Family Ministries and they help the community. So when the community donates, they give things, they donate money, clothes, furniture, whatever it is you need, they're donated that and they help and give back to you. So it's giving back.
So Smash, I had been listening to you the last couple months and never thought I'd sit with you. You have quite the story, my friend.
Righto.
On behalf of everybody watching, I do want to say to you that we are all super glad that you can cross your legs. You haven't moved it though. Like if you need help getting that off of there, just let me know and I'll help you. No, at our age, bro, anything helps, right?
Well, anything does help, and I got to say salute to you and your wife, because this is a cool spot here, Post Commons. It's the living room of Alton.
Well,
Alton's living room.
So.
And this is just a cool spot, and I say salute for letting us have this opportunity to be here to broadcast what we need to broadcast.
And if you ever find yourself homeless again, don't call Tammy. Call me. I have a renovated prison bus a block from the radio station, and just call me. We'll take care of you. Okay?
Well, that's yours.
It's all part of the family here. Hey, we want to just go off the grid a little bit and just kind of talk. Tammy's about to come up and ask us for help, and I can't wait for her to do that. From all these videos, I mean, most people that are from this area know this ministry. And so it's kind of that once a year thing. But I know a lot of times people recreationally give to lots of things because there's so much to do. And I just wanted to kind of get maybe your thought. You've seen a lot of stuff too. You've been through it. When you're thinking about like maybe one thing you would ask people to consider right now to really make a significant gift to this ministry, what would you say?
I would say, with all respect, I would say you wouldn't want it to be you. I used to do benefits in my early radio days, in my early band days, for folks who needed this kind of help, and then one day it was me. You wouldn't want it to be you. So that's what I would say to people. Take in consideration, it's a tough time. We understand you're not making as much money as you might have made in the past in this COVID era right now, but Jiminy Christmas, just think of the blessing that you will be, just even for $1, $10, $20, whatever you might have. That's going to be a blessing because it all adds up. And then that blessing works exponentially to take care of other folks too. That's what they do here at Riverbend Family Ministries. And I dig it, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Wow, great word. I was thinking about awakening, watching Casey, the very first video, because I feel like I'm 54.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Start acting like it.
I'm trying to. I feel like it, but for most of my life, there were always people like Tammy and RFM type people that I thought were like kind of the weird ones that were just super kind.
I know.
The rest of us, we just go to church, do what we want to do, and then we throw a little bit at them. I think nowadays people are realizing that this is a systemic problem in our country, and a little bit of help doesn't get us there. Tonight, many people are thinking or hoping that there's going to be some political win that's going to save the day. And in the middle of those two worlds are millions of people that don't know how to make it through the night. And in our own little area here in the Riverbend area, Alton and Wood River, we have many, many thousands of people that if we don't have RFM standing in the gap, this hits us all. And the stuff that they deal with, addiction, poverty, homelessness, and violence, and all of those in the context of crisis. So they're all coming in not off any specific program, and then it's safely handed to RFM. They call it RFM because they're in the middle of it, and they jump in. And most of us don't have the game for that. And so I feel like it should be the center of the cinnamon roll for what we do as a community. For those of us that claim to know God and be about His business, March 15, every church in America stopped gathering, and everybody's freaking out trying to gather. And yet at the middle of the story of our collective movement, God just goes, "Look, I'm kind of tired of all your gatherings anyway. I just wish you guys would help the people that RFM is helping." So I don't know what we could say other than to say, let's not be recreational anymore. Let's call their problem our problem, and let's do this together. And so, Tammy, I would like you to come up, and I would like you to ask us for money. And I don't want you, I know you were going to ask us for the goal I hear is about $50,000. But I know you just acquired a fantastic building. You've walked me through it. And I know it's going to take $300,000, $400,000 to renovate that. That should be like a layup for the community in the Riverbend area. I would like you not to mess with, I just would like you guys to get moving. So come up and ask us for exactly what you need, and we're honored to be here with you. So. Chairs yourself.
And they both left me. Hi, my name is Tammy Ascaris, and I am the Executive Director of Riverbend Family Ministries. Riverbend Family Ministries works with families in crisis, like you said, most often due to violence, addiction, homelessness, and poverty. We are privileged to be able to serve our families in crisis. But I have to say, we don't do it alone. Statistics are that 1 in 4 people suffer from violence, addiction, homelessness, or poverty. RFM is a collective of 7 incredible nonprofits that work together all under one roof to holistically wrap around our families in crisis. Our refuge program works with our 0 to 11-year-olds who are exposed to violence or have witnessed violence. Community, the things our babies are seeing and are witnessing and are experiencing are horrifying. Heartbeats works with our 12 to 17-year-olds that have used violence to resolve conflict. Most of those kiddos come with parole officers, truancy officers. They've been kicked out of school. They're picked up by the area police. And most of the time, it's because they didn't have the tools to learn how to resolve those conflicts. They learned how to resolve conflicts most of the time the way their parents resolved those conflicts. Generational trauma is a real thing. So Heartbeats works with those youth to not teach them just anger management, but to teach them conflict resolution skills, what their triggers and their warning signs are. Because community, if we can change our teenagers, if we can take care of and make our children safer, we change the trajectory of their life, which thus changes generations. CASA, which stands for our court-appointed special advocates. A lot of times where our families are trying to figure out life, mom or dad may be in jail, mom or dad may be an addict. There's a lot of scenarios. Mom or dad may be a violent partner. The court system comes in, and the children are usually placed in a foster care system, in some sort of shelter care. The last statistic I had, Madison County has over 250 children in shelter care. Community. And so what happens with our CASAs is they become the voice and the eyes and the ears for those kiddos, because those kids get passed from foster care to foster care to foster care, from school to school to school. CASAs are that constant. They are that voice for that child as they move through the system. Nick talked about Amare. Do you know, community, that it costs $26 to put a family member of addiction on a train to detox and rehab? $26. Some of you listening say, Tammy, I can't do the $50,000. I can't make an impact on that $300,000. $26, friends. That will change the life of Andrew. It cost me $26 to put Andrew on a train to Chicago. He is clean, and now he is helping other young men. His life partner, his children will be a totally different family structure. $26. And Amari says, okay, now what? Now what? We've put them in detox. We've put them in rehab. They're coming back home to the same family, to the same house, to the same friends. No job, no car. Percentage is they are going to go back and use. So Amari and our client service department comes together and says, okay, let's take care of safe housing. Let's put them in sober living to where they're surrounded by accountability partners, friends. Do you know for $400 a month, you change Andrew's life? You change family members' lives for $400 a month. We have licensed Christian counselors. And what is the coolest thing about all of the services at Riverbend, whether it be therapy with our kiddos, or it be with our teenagers, our kids in foster care system, our parenting classes, all of those services are free. Free. Because of you, because of your partnership. You help give kiddos the tools to feel safe. You put our homeless into housing. You take that mom that's been abused with her children and you move her into safe, secure housing. For $1,500, you can move a family with children from abuse and addiction to safety and security. That's what your money does. The client service department pays rent, utilities, sometimes tires on the van, sometimes gas in the car. Because crisis means something different to all of us. My heart is full tonight. The song that Casey sang, because I had to write it down because I knew I would forget. Together, we are limitless. Together, we make the greatest team. Everyone deserves a chance to fly. And that's what happens at Riverbend Family Ministries. And yes, our goal tonight is $50,000. That will change so many lives right here in the Riverbend. We broke ground on a brand new building, or it's new to us, a building. $300,000 to do the HVAC and the electrical and do all the things that it needs to do. But you know why? We've run out of room. We need more room so that we can take care of more families. We need more room so that we can bring on other new agencies like Sleep in Heavenly Peace. They are an incredible organization that makes bunk beds for our kiddos. You and I take our beds and our fancy blankets and pillows, we take them so for granted. But if you could see the face of a child that has slept on the floor with a tattered blanket and an old pillow, and when they crawl into that bed and they say, "This is mine, this is all mine," family, friends, community. It's that building that will allow us to grow. We'll do educational components. We are a trauma-focused care building. In other words, we will lean in and say, "What's your story?" Not say, "Why did you do that?" but "What's your story?" And to be able to do education in our schools, to be able to educate other partners in our community, stakeholders, first responders, other social workers. And if we could all be speaking the same language as we engage with our families of crisis, how much different would our community be? How much stronger would our families be? How much healthier would our kiddos be? And how much stronger, healthier, safer our community could be. So yeah, we are asking for a minimal goal of $50,000. And that's just to meet this next budget so that we can serve the families that we are serving now. But my ultimate goal is for us this next year to be able to move into that building. So friends, I am asking. This isn't always a comfortable thing for me. But as a community, we can do this. As a community, we are stronger. And as a community, there is hope. Thank you. At the bottom of your screen, there will be numbers. We have people down at my building, down at the RFM building, staff that I treasure that are answering phones. There's a number that you can text to give. If you're at the Cracker Factory, or you're at the First Baptist Church, or you're at one of the board members' house, Wiley, I see you. Jared, I know you have a group there. You have cards. We're going to take the next 5 minutes. I want you to really pray about your impact. Pray about how you can take the Mias and how you can take the Andrews and you can take the Smash of the world and you can make a difference. So we're going to take about 5 minutes the groups that are out there that can pass out cards. You can pledge to the website. There's the text to give. Call RFM. But please give to this community. I thank you.
I give you glory for all you've brought me through. And now I'm ready for whatever you want to do. I'm moving forward to follow after you. And now I'm ready for whatever you want to do. Your presence is an open door. Want you, Lord, like never before. Your presence is an open door. So come now, Lord, like never before. In every season, your grace has been enough. And I'm believing that the best is yet to come. The cross before me, my hope on things above. And in you, Jesus, the best is yet to come. Oh, your presence is an open door. We want you, Lord, like never before. Yeah, your presence is an open door. So come now, Lord, like never before. Oh, sing for breakthrough this morning. I know breakthrough is coming by faith. I've seen a miracle. My God made me a promise and it won't stop now. I know breakthrough is coming by faith. I've seen a miracle. My God made me a promise and it won't stop now. I know breakthrough is coming by faith. I've seen a miracle. My God made me a promise and it won't stop now. I know breakthrough is coming by faith. I've seen a miracle. My God made me a promise and it won't stop now. Oh, 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 oh. Your presence is an open door. We want you, Lord, like is an open door. So come now, Lord, like never before.
Well, we can't thank you enough for joining us. This last hour was a pretty cool time. We hope you were encouraged by it. I was just sitting here, I grabbed some of the paraphernalia, and I was just thinking about Post Commons as a business. Obviously, we've struggled quite a bit during COVID, and we have the acorn, maple, oak, and walnut levels, and I don't know why, but the walnut just sounds cool. And so I'm thinking maybe sometimes it's hard to give personally when you're kind of week by week. Maybe some of you own businesses or work in an industry where it might be easier to give from your business. So, Tammy, I want to let you know Post Commons is in. We're already losing everything, so we might as well give you 1,000. So we're in for a G this year, and hopefully a lot more, and a lot more of our time as a community here. So we're honored to get to do this. We want to thank Joe and Unseen Stars for all the video work. Obviously, Nick and WGBZ for helping us out. Smash, thank you so much. I actually think we might be friends for a long time.
Let's go.
I know. That's what happens. Like when you come together for cool stuff,
right on.
You get a new friend. So Mike Adams on the graphic, thank you, brother, for that. And the whole RFM team that just did a lot of unique stuff. And then Retta, we got to thank Retta because we know you're bossing him around like crazy the last couple of weeks. So Retta, good job. But Tammy, thank you for just being strong for our city because we know it's like anything but easy. And so thank you for doing that. We're inspired by the story. We're honored to get to help out. So everybody, follow through as quick as you can. Let's really lift them up so they can help us. And I think that's it for now. So signing off. Have a great evening. Hang out together, and hopefully we'll see you around. Smash, thanks.
Glad to be here. Bravo.
will be